Okay, hi, my name is Cheyenne Miller, and the article that I'm presenting is Battering in the Poverty Trap by Lisa D. Brush, and this article can be found in the September 2004 issue of the Journal of Poverty. The researchers conducted these interviews amongst women to see if their exposure to domestic violence caused them to experience hardships that were associated with poverty. The researchers also wanted to know if these women's abusive partners were destroying their drive and capability to work. The independent variable in the study was the exposure to domestic violence, and the dependent variables were earning less money, working less hours, and only working part-time. The researchers' hypothesis was that the women whose lives are continually exposed to domestic violence face many hardships in life, and that those hardships result in poverty. Also, domestic abuse causes women to work less hours and for little pay, which in time leads to poverty. Researchers used the interview technique to gather their data. The subjects consisted of 40 women who were on welfare or government assistance and were also involved in a Work First program. The program revolved around job readiness, job searching, and paid work experience. To collect the data, researchers allowed only women who were on welfare and who were enrolled in the program to be a part of the study. All the women had a chance to be in the study if they were both involved in both of these programs. All who participated were given a $50 voucher to a regional supermarket chain, and they were also given information where they could find protection from abuse. The researchers were trying to give these women a little bit of incentive to be a part of their study and their interview. The researchers' results showed that women who were working less were also being physically abused. They also showed that women who were experiencing hardships and dealing with poverty were more likely to stay or enter into an abusive relationship. An ethical concern that the researchers should have been aware of is if the subjects were being harmed by their research. It is unclear in what manner the researchers asked the questions during the interview, and it is unclear how the subjects felt when being asked questions about their personal lives. By not following this ethical principle, the interview could possibly cause the subjects psychological harm if they did not feel mentally comfortable during the study. An element of the study that would interest a psychologist would be that women who are single parents, face very many hardships, and who are abused by their parents were more likely to never climb out of poverty. A psychologist would argue that women who suffer from the hard times and abuse causes them to become severely depressed, and therefore they do not go to work because of their depression. An element that would interest a sociologist would be that women who are exposed to domestic violence earn less money, work less hours, and only work part-time. They would argue that women have been taught by their society to be submissive to their male partners because they are the dominant figure of the relationship. And by women being submissive to their abusive partner, they do not go to work and earn less money, which results in their poverty. I retrieved a second article on women and abuse to help me better understand the topic, and the article is called Childhood Abuse and Loss in the Lives of Low-Income Women. It focused on how childhood abuse affected women later in life and how it could lead to women facing hard times and low incomes. Together, both the first and second articles suggest that domestic abuse can affect women greatly and play a big role in women becoming poor and living with many hardships.